Hey, everybody. Welcome back to the Easy Hard versus Hard podcast. Well, at least the last episode of the Easy Hard versus Hard podcast. Now, before you get excited or anxious about the Easy Hard versus Hard podcast going away, I'm excited to announce that we are just going to rename the podcast. And I wanted to take this brief opportunity to tell you why and some of the thinking behind that. So the Easy Hard versus Hard podcast will be known from now on as the Self-Leadership Lab. So the reason for this are a couple-fold. So I started this podcast to promote the book and to get exposure to my theory on the easy hard versus hard, which is all great. But there comes a point where that phrase, that terminology kind of limits where the podcast can go, because ultimately what the easy hard versus hard method is, the book, everything that we speak about here is called self-leadership. I firmly believe in the self-leadership theory that you cannot lead others until you lead yourself. And so hence, we're going to change the name. So the Self-Leadership Lab will be the name of the podcast going forward. And the message, the interviews, everything will be the same. It'll still be focusing on finding the work that matters and motivating, leading, discipline, all the things, all the self things that we need to do to go out in the world and show up and be fully present. So I will probably still say easy hard versus hard. I mean, it's a concept that I believe in, and I know for my mentality, it's exactly what I needed at the time. The book is out there. All the podcasts that we've shot before, I think they provide value. I just wanted to consolidate the message a little more, give more breadth to what we can talk about. And not to mention the algorithms didn't really like that name. So I found myself getting kicked off of some social media channels, and I never want the words I do, the production that I produce, to stand in the way. I don't want anything that I do to be a stumbling block, right? I don't want to create obstacles, because that's what self-leadership is all about. It's removing the obstacles in your life. For so many years, I struggled with this. I would set up obstacles in my own way. I would hinder my own performance because I wanted an excuse. And self-leadership isn't about excuses. It's about bettering your life. It's about finding things that get you to show up and be present for yourself and be present for others. So I hope that the name change conveys this a little bit more adequately. It allows for more people to come into this. But again, I promise you, nothing's going to change. No changes at all. In fact, one of the things you'll see on the podcast very soon is the audiobook for the Easy Hard versus Hard. I want to put that out there on as a podcast so people can, get this if they don't read or don't enjoy reading. I know audiobooks are a big part of the world today. So I have recorded that, and we're in production now. So that'll be out there. So you're still going to see some elements of that name and, of course, the concept, because no matter what the world or an algorithm or anyone views, that method that I came up with inside the self-leadership theory saved my life. It's given me hope. It's given me direction. It's allowed me to find the purpose, my meaning in life. It's something I wake up every single day excited about. But again, like I said, I don't want to be a stumbling block. I do not want to be an obstacle. I do not want to stand in the way of anyone hearing this message. Not saying that my message is the greatest thing in the world. We all know that you got to find your own way. You got to go do what works for you. But at the same time, as the initial messenger of this, and to put the thoughts and the opinions out there, I don't want it to be there. So going forward, we'll call this the pilot episode. We'll start season 2. All the old episodes will be there, all the great interviews. I thank everyone who's listened and supported this, sending me your comments, your emails. I'm so excited about this movement, because the more I talk to people, the more I realize that we all have what it takes to live fulfilled lives full of purpose, bringing meaning, bringing help, bringing hope to others. And that's what this is all about. That's what it's always been about. And the self-leadership concept, the self-leadership theory isn't very prominent in the leadership literature out there today, unless you're in leadership school or you really study these kind of things. And I just want to bring that down in the most simple way possible, because I'm a very simple learner. I want to hear stories of how others have overcome challenges, how I've overcome challenges. I like to think about that. And then that helps me self-monitor and make sure that every single day I'm moving myself forward and not falling into the trap of feeling sorry for myself or being anxious or self-doubt. All these things that we've talked about will keep coming true. And again, I want to thank every single person that listens to this. I am honored. I am deeply convinced that this is my purpose in life. And again, as always, please reach out to me if you're struggling. We all struggle, right? There's a community out there. We can get you help. We can get you on a path. But again, you've got to decide, is this for me? Is making myself better? Are you tired of making excuses? Are you tired of putting it off? We're coming onto the holiday season. A lot of people will make New Year's resolutions and all these things. And again, like I've said many times, if your brain thinks you don't want to do it, it's going to make it harder and harder and harder for you to do it. So make that decision today. Go out there and say, I'm going to make myself a better life, and start today. You may not know. I mean, I made hundreds of mistakes, and every mistake, as long as I was gentle, patient, and willing to observe what happened, all made me a better person. I'm telling you, in February of this year, I sat on a chair much similar to the ones behind me. And I told my wife, I'm not going to get out of this chair until I allow myself to like myself again. Please don't let yourself get to that. Like yourself, love yourself, because that is the foundation for everything that we do. If you don't like what you see in the mirror today, this is the good news. You have the power to change. That's what self-leadership's about. That's what the Self-Leadership Lab is going to explore. We're going to get more people on to talk about the psychological, the mental, the physical, the spiritual, all the things that help you look in the mirror every single day and find the work that matters to you. So as always, I'm Bobby Shelton. I look forward to this next chapter, and I'm so excited for those of you who've chosen to go along with me. We're going to do it. Self-Leadership Lab. First episode will be coming out very soon. But again, thank you. And until then, have a blessed holiday season. Enjoy your friends, enjoy your family. Take the time to rest, recharge, and let's go do this. Let's all find the work that matters to us and become a better society and move the world in a positive direction. I love you all. Thanks for your time today. We'll be talking soon.